Hello and welcome to game week 2 of the Premier League season. This is episode 3 of A Case for the Blues, and I am Case. And we are talking about Chelsea's sensational second half performance, which grabs us the 3 points and a 6-2 win with two outstanding performances: NONI Madueke and Cole Palmer. That's standard practice at the moment. What a game. What a game that was to watch and see. Very exciting. I was very happy with that game. Leading up to the game, the pressure pot was boiling, the outrage, the uproar. Fans were upset. Rival fans were getting onto us. The media, it was trendy to be in outrage about Chelsea Football Club at the moment. We're signing too many players. We can't fill our changing room. We can't get rid of our players. How's it going to work? Everybody's interested in what Chelsea's going to be doing and how they're going to perform. And after a game week 1 loss against the 4 times in a row, must I mention, champions of England, everybody's in pandemonium. Give it 1 week later, a 6-2 win against Wolves. And this is why I was saying to everybody, just calm it down a little bit. Relax, it's game week 1. Let's not make any assumptions. Watch the football that's in front of you and see how we're going to play. And I was very excited to see how our attacking phases were building up, the intent that we were showing. And we go into game week 2 and you can see it all. If you haven't watched the game, watch the game. There's cracking goals in there from us. Sensational second half. Absolutely sensational. If we get into the first half, and more importantly, let's talk about the lineup to begin with. I mean, going into it, there was 2 potential areas where I thought we may have an issue. That was the 2 centre mids in Caicedo and Enzo. We know that there's issues there between that partnership. So I didn't really think that that was going to be a strong centre mid pairing, and I thought maybe Lavia could start. But before the game, it confirmed that he had a knock. They've since come out and said it's not as bad, which is good for us. So hopefully he's in next week because I think he's needed. And then there was Mudryk on the left-hand side, who I thought maybe it could have been an Nkunku, maybe even a Neto, even a Felix. We've got options now. I'm not quite sure what Maresca's seeing from Mudryk for him to start. Maybe he's really good in training drills, but when the pressure is on him in a game situation, he's not really performing how he should. Don't get me wrong, I thought he did okay. Okay, in a sense that I thought he was probably pretty average today. He does well in moments. He gets the ball, he drives really well. He's very good at running. I've said this before. And then he lets us down with the final pass or the final decision making. But yeah, other than that, the rest of the team sheet I thought was pretty much what we would have gone into the game with. And yeah, we started very quick, which is a bit of a surprise. It's been a long time since Chelsea have had a very early goal starting in the game. And 2 minutes in, Nicholas Jackson's at the back post, a good flick on and a good header. We start the game 1-0 up, and I was surprised. But from that moment on, I thought, okay, let's kick on. Let's try and grab a second because that's going to be important for us, especially in an away game where the fans are behind Wolves' back. Grab the second, silence them, and control the game. But that was far from it, in my opinion. The first half was very end to end. A little bit cagey, in my opinion, for Chelsea. I didn't think overall that we had much control in that first half. It didn't feel like we was controlling the game. Obviously, from the moment that Wolves get their equaliser 1-1 from a sloppy mistake from Caicedo, who we'll touch on at the end, the momentum shifted and it seemed like Wolves had a little bit more control than we were. And it felt like we were the counter-attacking team. And as we did, we get our second goal off the run of play. But by the way, what a goal that was. What a goal. Sanchez rolls it out. Distribution spot on, straight to Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson with a little dink over the defender's head and a first-time finish from Cole Palmer lobbing the goalkeeper. If you haven't seen that goal, give it a watch because to me, probably for many, that's going to be goal of the season contender already. Already. What a finish that was. That was sensational. But yeah, Didn't last long, the happiness after that goal. A little bit of a sloppy clearance from Gusto, um, and a foul from Noni Madueke. And then same issue that we had against Servette that I picked up on. If we are not marking our defender, we're not marking the opposition when crosses are coming into the box, then it's going to be a problem. And in similar fashion, Caicedo doesn't track back with his runner, free header, ball across the box, and it's tapped in. There's nothing Sanchez can do in that situation. So very frustrating, and we go into the second half at 2-2, and in my mind, I'm expecting more. I'm not sure how we're going to get more. In I was in the group chats at halftime screaming for Caicedo to come off the pitch because I thought he had an absolutely horrific first half, absolutely horrific. Probably the worst performance I've seen from Caicedo, full stop. Let alone in a Chelsea shirt. I was screaming for him to come off for anybody, just to improve the setup in the middle. He makes the sub, and it's Mudryk that comes off for Neto. I wasn't too disappointed in that. Not enough impact, in my opinion, from Mudryk. You saw the difference when Neto came on in just the way his overall play, his overall link up, his intelligence. He's a smarter footballer than Mudryk. And you can see that. I mean, in that second half, I do not know what Maresca had said to them in that change room, but boy, did they come out with some attacking intent. It's like he gave them some special Space Jam juice, and they all came out and just said, "Fuck it, we're going to win this game." It was beautiful to watch in some degree. If you haven't seen that second half from Chelsea, you're going to see some real attacking intent. And if I'm a rival fan, I'm going to put it out there. I'd be worried. I'll be worried because some of the stuff that we were doing is very difficult to defend against. The link up play, the one touches, the space that we were creating. And that space that we were creating was leaving Noni Madueke free on the right hand side every single time. And who found him? Cole Palmer, 3 times, 3 assists for Cole Palmer for Noni Madueke. And Noni Madueke, well done, fella. You continue your good form. Sorry, from pre-season, and your GNA is just continuing to climb. That was a hat trick, absolutely sensational hat trick. It was pretty much a repeat of every single goal. Took it down the right, bang, straight in. Great finishing. Well done, Noni Madueke. And I'm very happy for him because he's not everybody's cup of tea, and I've been defending him for the last year. That I think there's something in this player, and he carries on the way that he's going, then he's going to really cement himself into the 11, and that's what we want. We want some competitive, um, some competition for all of the places in the team, and the only way we're going to get in there is by, producing on the pitch, and that's what Nolly seems to be doing. So I'm very, very happy for him. And it was a little bit funny before the game where he said everything in this place is shit, and he goes and bags a hat trick. Imagine that. But yeah, second half was just beautiful to watch. And then to add some salt to the wounds, we bring on João Felix, who's just another attacking player who can link up very well with what we've already got in there. We've got our attack is very, very interchangeable. They're very good at, they're comfortable across the whole of that front three. And yeah, that goal for João Felix, another good goal, good passing play, comes out to, I think Neto started the move. Enzo passes it to Dewsbury Hall. It then goes to Palmer, Palmer to Neto, Neto across the goal and smashed in the corner by Felix. A very good goal. And that was just an absolute dominating second half performance. We could have had 8, but we took our foot off the gas. But even still, once we had taken our foot off the gas, we brought on Nkunku, we brought on Viega. I mean, bringing in Nkunku is like, pissing on a fire with fuel. Do you know what I'm saying? Like bringing on another attacking player that can really cause some damage. So our attack and our bench is looking really, really good at the moment. And yeah, I'm very happy with that performance. A 6-2 win for game week 2, and all of that game week 1 overreaction, high pandemonium. Oh, we ain't going to fit people in our change rooms. Why is he signing this player? Why are they signing that? How are they going to get rid of their players? How dare they freeze players out of their club? All this pandemonium. It's a mess. Chelsea are in the mud in the background, and we've shut them up already in game week 2. I love that. So all them rival fans in the past week that have been giving it to me, Settle yourselves down. Arsenal fans, I can't say much to you because you got a very good result this week. Well done for that. That Leandro Trossard, I, d- I don't know why he doesn't start. He's better than Martinelli. I don't understand it, but he's very good off the bench. He's like the new Oli Golly Solskjaer. He comes off the bench, bang, bags a goal every single time, and he just changes the game for Arsenal. I like that about him. The goalie could have done better for the party shot. But nonetheless, a good result for Arsenal. But Man United fans, talk to me. What's going on? How many losses to Brighton is that now? And how many goals is Danny Welbeck going to bag against you? Jesus. Same shit, same Man United, same Eric Ten Hag, same weak bullshit that you keep producing. Well, you saw a whole season of it, and you're doing it again. I saw who was it? Delit come on. His first introduction of the play was to wipe out Mazuri, and then the defending on the back post in the 95th minute. What is that about? That is shocking. But anyway, talk to me now. Talk to me this week. Put your hands up if you got 3 points this week. Hey, yeah, exactly. Anyway, if we go through the team, Sanchez in goal, distribution very good, very very good. Normally, you know me, I'm not keen on Sanchez. I'm not keen on his distribution. I think that's one of the problems that we have with him. But I couldn't fault him. I couldn't say anything about it. He set up the goal, and it wasn't the only thing he done in terms of his distribution. That was very good. So a good game from him. You've got to give credit where it's due. Cucurella, I thought he did okay. I thought he struggled at times, but overall he did okay. The two centre backs, Cole or Fofana, I'm getting very secure with this pairing. I'm I like it. The more that we have them playing together, the better it is for the team. So I think we've got to keep that stable, stop chopping and changing the centre backs, keep them together. I mean, Colwell made a very crucial block in that game where it deflected off the bar. If that goes in, that could change the outcome of how the game's going. Very impressed with them too at the moment. Gusto starting to make me miss Reece James. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I don't think he's had a great start to the season, but it's not too concerning, but I just think he does silly things. He gets silly yellow cards. I thought his clearance for the second goal was stupid clearance. But overall, his overall performance, I'm not going to say was amazing. I didn't think it was great either. So I'm going to say it wasn't a great performance. Caicedo, that is the worst game I've ever seen you play. Your only saving grace is you was better in the second half before you came off. But that first half was stinky. Absolutely stinky. And I can't defend you when it's like that. And I've got rival fans getting onto me all the time about Caicedo and Enzo. But Caicedo today, whew, I cannot defend that at all. I was screaming in the group chats to get him out, get him off the pitch. Enzo, I thought he done all right today. I actually did think he did okay, other than the second goal where I think it was eight Nori who just walked through both Caicedo and Enzo, similar to the Man City goal. Very easy, soft. We need to be stronger in there. But in terms of the link up play for the attacking side of things, he was heavily involved, creating chances, creating moves. So I thought we done all right today. Mikhail Mudrik or Misha, again, not what we expect to see in a Chelsea shirt, in my opinion. He does some good things, but his end result's not good enough, and that is getting reflected by the manager now. And he's not protecting him. He's coming out and saying he's not doing good enough, and he won't play if he's not going to do good enough. So I'm happy that Maresca's coming out and not defending these players because they need to know. It needs to be strict in that department. We're very competitive. We can go out and sign players. We're being linked with Sancho now. So Mudrik, if you're not up in your game, I've said you've probably got about 6 months till the January window, and they're probably looking to get shipped out. If we can do it to Sterling and we can do it to Trevor Chalobah, there's no safety net for you. Cole Palmer, it's just a regular occurrence we're seeing performances like this week in, week out. If you don't watch Chelsea week in, week out, he's a very exciting person to watch. Very exciting player. Young player of the season last year. This year, I can only imagine he's pushing for player of the season. 3 assists and 1 goal in his second game week. His G&A is going up already. Very impressed with him. Very good performance. I mean, in the first half, he seemed a little bit off of it, but as the game went on, he just grew and grew and grew. And that goal that he done in the first half, whoa, unbelievable. 1 second. NONI Madueke. fantastic. First hat trick for the club. I believe that's one more than a certain Marcus Rashford. He, uh, but superb performance, and it's just a carry on from what he's been doing in pre-season and his midweek game against Servette. He's very direct, and I love that about the way that he plays. Very direct. He's willing to try and take his player on, and he will. He'll beat the player. He'll go down the byline. He'll cross it in. I mean, there was a chance in the first half where he fizzed it across the box to Palmer. Palmer couldn't convert, but he was a danger all game. And if you've been watching him, he's cementing his place in this 11. I'm really excited for Madueke and what he's doing, and I'm glad that he's putting some of the people that who he's necessarily not his cup of tea, making them change their minds. Um, so Nicholas Jackson, I thought he did well today. Got a goal and assist. His assist was good. His hold-up play was very good as well. And, you know, he gets quite a lot of stick for all the chances that he does miss. And I'm sure that the conversation will come up again about Osimhen or a striker. I've heard Gokares has been added to that mix. Tony's been added to that mix. And I saw Isaac rumours recently. But I think Jackson, he does do all right in terms of he does get G&A. But I'm always of the opinion that there's no harm in improving a squad and adding competition to it. So I do feel like, I mean, adding Osimhen to this attack is going to get some defenders really scared if you're on the rival team. I mean, even a Tony. I mean, any of them. You could get any of them that we're linked to, and we add that to the attack. Yeah, you trying to defend it. If you're seeing what we saw in that game against Wolves, then boy, and you're adding a striker in the mix that can convert like they do on a regular basis, yeah, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with this season. But I mean, not many people listen to Jamie O'Hara, but he's come out and said if we can perform like that every single week, then we will be title contenders. Now, I get where he's coming from, but our biggest problem at Chelsea over the last few seasons has been one, our individual mistakes that we've been making, and two, our consistency. So we can only keep looking at how we're playing, and we've got to take it game by game at the moment and just trying to improve game by game. That's all you can do. And yeah, after that win, I'm sure a lot of Chelsea fans are with me. That's made me excited for what's to come. We've got Servette on Thursday, so I'll be there. Probably miss the first half like I did last time because I play football on Thursdays. I'm aiming for a title myself in that sense, so I've got to go. So I'll probably do a 45-minute review of the match. I'll try and get some of the first half insight before I do it, and then I think it's Crystal Palace at home. Let me just have a little look. Let me just check quickly. If my phone wants to work. Come on. It's not working. Let's just say it's Crystal Palace at home, and we'll see you at Stamford Bridge, and I'll be there on on Sunday or Saturday, whenever it is, to do the post match. But anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you can. I'm trying to get that subscriptions up to 100. It's kind of slowed down a bit. That's expected. Share the video, like it, comment in the comments, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you during the week. Thank you.